Kids experience the slime tutorial. I'm the librarian, Brittany Lee, and welcome to the show. Are you ready? Are you ready to play in this space?
Yeah!
Woo!
I don't know if we were actually supposed to respond.
They weren't ready. That was a trick question, and you all fail.
Are we ever truly ready?
Are you ready in your soul? Yeah.
In the soul?
In the soul to play pretend with me.
I'm not wearing any shoes right now,
Oh,
so
okay, so you're not ready then.
I don't have any souls.
Anyways, hey everybody, Robin's back.
Hi.
Robin's gonna join us again this week, which means I need everybody to go ham, go crazy in the chat, please, and in the YouTube comments when this VOD comes out. Please, thank you. Here she is. She's so graciously has graced us with her presence again. Robin. Okay, so then let's do a quick recap of kind of what happened last session, and we will then go from there. So we ended up with a little bit of a side quest here with Hackenslash and 2. They ran into Brisket Kebab and Invert a Hand from Gub Ranch in the Farron's Isles, who was looking for their bugs, their mounts that they lost because they didn't have enough space in the wagon. So that was the majority of what we ended up doing. We found earthworm named Winky.
Yep.
We found a centipede named Blinky.
Yes.
And we found the mantis named Yorik,
Yes.
which listen, it was all the way down, Hamlet all the way down. Hackenslash did a great resuscitation of.
Great. Fantastic.
It was very good. And so we did end up with the mantis at the very end, and Brisket hi-ya away.
Riding off
into the sunset.
into the lamp on the side of the desk.
The lamp in the ceiling. So that was the big points. Anything I'm missing? Anything?
We failed to get the maggot.
We
named
failed to
Drew.
get the maggot named Drew.
and
That is it.
and Hack's Pike.
And Hack's
And
Pike.
Hack's Pike.
It's gone.
Yeah, we failed to find it. It's gone.
And then we bumped into a barrier wall thing.
Correct. Yeah,
When
when
trying to
you
climb
were
up the
trying to
tree.
climb up the tree, and I want to clarify
Yeah.
that the tree is not a real tree.
Yeah.
It's a false tree that they built to go in the children's section with a bench all the way around it, so that
Plaster of Paris.
yeah. So kids can sit under it and look up. And I'm betting like maybe around Thanksgiving they do like an activity where you write what you're thankful for on a leaf and we stick it on
Yeah,
the tree,
right.
like that kind of thing. So that's the general vibes of the children's section, which is where imagination is in the fairy world in Diction. So that's the last things we did. So while Hackenslash and 2 were off doing their thing, trying to figure things out, finding stuff, flipping over tables, that was how we were looking for a pike. You also had no. Don't forget.
we
you
did
had
have
the
no
baby.
the
You had the
entire
baby. Yeah, the
time.
entire time. I thought that was important because the no had a piece of popcorn. that was very
So
very important.
cute.
So cute. Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it. It's this sketchbook. Hold on. I'll find it. Keep talking.
I don't know what else to say. I'm waiting for the yeah. There we go.
If you can see it.
Lovely.
It's-
Lovely.
Yeah, so here's last week.
yeah.
Oh, the bite out of it is
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah, at one point, No had shoved their entire face into the popcorn kernel, and we were
Takes
like,
after.
"Are you
Tenerife?
Full in.
Yeah.
100%. Okay, so let's see what Tenerife was up to during that time.
Yeah.
Where we're at.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Great, excellent. What was the first thing that happened? So we had a moment at some point where everybody was all together, and then you all split
Yep.
off.
Yeah, and Ten was sleeping off like anything that had happened. And so they're getting up and they're like, okay, business time. And so they just kind of slip out unnoticed because they just want to do this alone. But they're going to the Imagination Factory, and they're looking around to see if anything is amiss because Bobbin had said that their deliveries had been light. So Ten is seeing if there are any fairies or weird things happening, like they're picking up or just like not going. Like deliveries are being made, but like they're not getting actually into the factory.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And I don't think 10 doesn't really see anything like that amiss.
I mean, I think you see whatever Hackenslash and 2 saw on the outside of the factory, which is not a lot.
Yeah.
Really, the only thing you kind of ended up seeing was the floor when you ran into the magical ceiling trying to go up the tree, basically.
Okay.
Don't
But
go up the tree.
Go up the tree.
we don't know what Tenerife is doing. So essentially, just for clarification, ships in the night.
Yeah.
Hackenslash and 2 and Brisket and No do not cross paths with Tenerife around the tree. I think you go to the Imagination Factory first off. I
Yeah.
don't think you go anywhere else.
Yeah.
Underneath, so it's bench seating all the way around this big tree, and underneath in that bench seating is the food court area of like just a big food truck alley. So that was what we had discovered
Yes.
earlier on.
Okay.
But when you start to approach the tree, it looks, I mean, you're a very small fairy, and that's a very big tree, but it looks the way that it has in the past. You've
Yeah.
been here before.
Yeah.
It's something you're familiar with.
Yeah.
And you see the wraparound bench, you see the cushions, you can hear like very, very faintly the sound of fairies like selling things from their food trucks, and you know underneath there's a little bit of an expanded food court. You're like, it's still there, we're still good. But when you look up the tree, it's just the reader's tree. And this is normal because the inside of the tree
That's where all the
is the factory. And it's hidden because it is such a ongoing 24/7 processing machine, essentially. So that's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
If you want to investigate more than that, you'll either have to approach or do a good roll or something along those lines.
Let's approach and kind of see if I can overhear any further checkpoints, because I know of at least one.
Yes.
Kind of
Yeah.
want to see
Are
what else is
you
going
are you
on.
trying to see like if the checkpoint is still there? Are you trying to like
Yeah, I think like if the checkpoint is still there, and maybe even see too if 10 knows anyone.
Okay.
Kind of going in to see if maybe they could talk with them and
Sure.
get in.
Yeah. So if we're gonna come up and we're gonna do like an investigate here, I would say would make the most sense.
Okay.
Again, I know this is the D&D coming through, but I'm gonna do a ranked. So if you roll a 3, you can like see the checkpoint and see what's going on. If
Yeah.
you roll a 5, it'll be like people you know and like
Okay.
like that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. All right.
Again, that's not not how this game works
Yes.
at all.
And 10
But if Evil Hat has issues, they can come here and tell me in person.
okay. Let's see what happens.
I need to stop calling out Evil Hat because one day they're really gonna come here.
Let
be
them
awesome.
show up.
Which would be
Yeah.
amazing.
I dare you.
Yeah.
I dare you. Show up
Gauntlet
here.
thrown,
Give
Fred
show
Hicks.
us how it's done.
Please.
Dare
Please.
you.
I'll give you a little smoochie.
Quitty please.
We have pizza.
We have pizza.
That's true.
We got a lake. If you're into that. The tourism side of Erie.
We got snow.
No, well, not
If
right
that's
now.
your thing.
Okay,
Not right
sorry.
now. 2.
Okay.
And this is a 2.
Are you going to invoke anything?
Yeah, I feel like.
'Cause again, you don't have to take anything at
Yeah.
value. Just
Yeah. Let's invoke Hard-Ass Captain of the King's Guard.
certainly.
They've got to like hear something that pricks up their attention.
Yeah.
And are following it in some
Yeah.
way.
Absolutely. I'm
add 2 to
gonna
that.
say then yes, you can see. So the entrance to the Imagination Factory, there's 2 of them. You know this. You're aware of this. The Imagination Factory hasn't changed a ton since the last time you've been here, but it's been a while since you've been. There's one at the bench level, and it's behind a slat in the bench. So it's, right now it's behind a cushion. It's like really easy to just kind of be like tucked away. And then there's one all the way up at the top that any of the inspirers can come and like bring their raw imagination in. I'm just gonna say this. You know that there's a magical ceiling that only the inspirers can get through because they have permission to get through it. So you are aware of this. You know
Yes,
a lot
yes.
of the protocols. In fact, I would say maybe you even helped develop some of these protocols, or at least had some suggestions, right,
Yeah.
for the people building the factory of like, hey, here's some kingdom protocols that we do in Oratory Castle
Yeah.
of like a way to keep things safe and to make it show that only the right people are coming in and going out. But with your 4, you can overhear fairies doing a security check, essentially.
Yeah.
So the first point of a security check is their full name and lineage, and that comes with specifically a magical exchange, right? To just verify.
Okay.
If we're saying it's akin to like a modern, it would be like a voice recognition kind of deal,
'Kay.
right?
Okay.
And then the second thing that the fairy does is gives a password. Each fairy gives a different password.
Right.
And then the third thing that happens is that the fairies have to go under a what you can guess is a transparency spell. So something to check to see if there is any kind of
Smuggled goods.
smuggled
weapons.
goods, disguises, you're not who you say you are,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
Do we need to pause? Okay. Great. So you overhear these things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you can hear. I mean, it's business as usual. It's all these fairies coming in, coming out. They're not trying to hide this.
Lovely.
This is a security point. Like, if you know this,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
If you, what are you gonna do if you're a ne'er-do-well?
Mhm. You would hit the ceiling.
You're
Okay.
gonna hit the ceiling. fall
Yeah,
down, that's all you do.
Exactly.
So that's great information. But Ten's gonna get hung up on that password. What? And I think maybe they're gonna think, oh, can I use? Do they have the password last time I was here? I don't know.
So I will let you tell me, because we had talked about some things
Yeah.
about really only like the
Mhm.
first one, but if you wanted to have it be other levels, that's up to you.
Okay. It's been a minute since Ten's been here. So that password is not coming to mind. They did not write it down. They didn't put it in their little logbook or anything. So they're like, crap. And maybe they're gonna snag someone and just be like, how does passwords work? But like, but in an authoritative way.
Sure. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna tell you here. I will accept this as a created advantage of has the password.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. You gotta roll high.
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta
Yeah.
roll. 7.
A 7. Okay. And what
got
shall we
this.
use? Just will for this advantage?
I mean, if you want, whatever you want to argue for, because my initial gut is rapport, because it's something where like you are talking to someone to ask them a question without making them suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
I
but
understand.
you don't. If you can argue for it, I'll accept it.
No, I follow your logic. I think it's fine.
Listen, this one over here argues everything, so you're more than welcome to.
Well, I just don't want to tip anybody off that like, oh, that smells funny. Like, this. Yeah.
Sure.
No, we'll do rapport. Yeah, which 10 doesn't have. So let's see. Well, there's no way.
Really hard to get a 7.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know if we can get that. Let's just roll. Let's see what we can do. It's neutral, and I think 10's just gonna maybe be like, I'm out. Yeah.
Okay. So
Great.
So the thing I haven't done yet is if you're taking this as a failure, if you're accepting this as a failure,
My little-
what we've done a lot for failures is failing at an overcome, which is either it doesn't happen or you get a success at a serious cost. When you fail at creating an advantage, the opposition gets the advantage. So I think this fairy absolutely gonna have a suspicion.
Okay,
Are you
okay.
kidding me?
Don't be suspicious.
I like
Don't
that.
be
Um,
suspicious.
so we're gonna say that there's a fairy. So this is not. So I don't know how to quite do this on the board here, but we're gonna just say that there's a fairy. The fairy you talk to is a fairy named Randy.
Randy?
Why Randy? Why is Randy
No,
popping in here?
no, it's. I mean, if it's Randy, it's Randy, but it's just a guy named Randy. His full name is Randy Dandy.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, it's a different guy.
Mhm.
And I think that advantage is Randy's. I don't think that's a scene advantage, but I'm gonna put
Okay.
it up anyways.
Okay.
And I actually gotta write this down for me. So
So like Randy Dandy has clocked.
Yeah.
Tenerife is like.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So in a future situation, that will be something you have to deal with.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this here again. This is not something that like you get access to, but
It can and probably will
I
be
get
used against you.
yes, correct. One of the things I don't do enough because I just don't have the space for it is like in theory you guys should be seeing all of the NPCs and like their aspects and things like that as well. I just don't have the space for it. But if you ever like want to ask about an NPC, you have access to it. And if I don't know, it's because they're not that full. They're not that filled out. They're just
Yeah.
a guy. Okay, so that's where we're at there. Anything else you want to do, Tenerife?
That's a bummer. Maybe grab something to go, just a quick bite to eat from the food truck rally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you grab? I'm just curious, like, what's Tenerife's like
Ooh,
go-to?
Is it in poor taste to eat something with like a mushroom? Do they have any like fungi or anything? I feel like that's bad given
the current situation?
yeah the current situation.
Nah, I feel like it's different, but I don't know.
Like just a bunch of okay. I don't.
Culturally
Yeah.
sensitive.
To me, it was like it feels like an argument about is eating a gingerbread man cannibalism. Like it's like a different thing.
Okay.
But
All right.
I don't know, and the in cap
Cool.
is not here, so
Cool. All right. Yeah. Then I think they're gonna like scope out some like fine teeny little mushrooms.
yeah.
And maybe with some mold too, like a little musky moldy
Musky,
book.
moldy.
Yeah.
You know
No.
there is
Whoa.
a mold truck down there.
You know that for a
Sweet.
fact.
Yeah. They're gonna
Okay,
scoop
so
it
yeah,
out.
you go to the mold truck. Did I name the mold truck?
Mold.
Mold are us.
We named the hot dog stand.
No, I have 4. I have 4 from last time. Sprinkles Bits, Algae's Noodles, Mold are us, and Garden Fresh.
That's the hot dog
That's
stand.
the hot dog stand.
That's the hot dog.
So I imagine you go to Mold are us.
Yeah.
Great. And you get like a walking taco that's
Yeah.
mold and mushrooms.
Exactly.
I love it. Cool. So that's where we find ourselves now. You make your way back to where everybody had been holed up with Blink and Hackenslash and
We have
two
two mounts
and
now.
no. We forgot about
We have
Blink.
mounts now.
You have a mouse?
Mount.
Mounts. That yeah. So you open the curtain or whatever they had used to like make this little like area, and there's
Yeah.
a giant earthworm and a centipede now
Whoa.
looking you right
It's
in the face.
very important to note that the worm has a single googly eye on it.
Okay.
It's on one of the sides.
Okay. All right.
Hi.
True.
Yeah. Oh, well, we went out to go look for the pike, and then we ran into someone, and then we helped them get their mounts back, and then they gave us the mounts.
That's great. And
Yeah.
Ten is petting this worm. Yeah, they're enamored with the worm.
There is one we couldn't find though, but yeah.
There's a mount that you couldn't find?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of, yeah.
It was a maggot that was supposed to be going to the castle for yeah. What they say was some kind of a time fly or something.
Yeah, I think it was like a time fly.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was just a maggot though, for now. at
like a little
least.
baby time fly.
Yeah.
Right. We've
Right.
got some time before it. Okay. Right. How's the mouse? How's Blink?
Blink Blink's doing okay for now. Blink.
I don't know. I think Blink's sleeping.
Passed out.
Yeah.
That's
doing
good.
Passed out.
That's
doing
good.
okay for now.
Yeah.
On the mend, as we say.
Good.
No is still eating the
Yeah.
popcorn. Yeah. They've been going at it for a while.
Where did you get the popcorn?
Oh, well, we went, we were looking for it and we found we went to all the food trucks and stuff, and no. We went the food trucks first, and then we went to the circus. Yeah.
Oh, you went to the circus
And the theater, yes.
and the theater. That's fun. That's very fun. Okay.
What?
Nope.
What?
I'm
What?
just thinking about all the. What did you see? What did you see at the theater?
Just looking at it.
There was a production of Hamlet was going on. It was a bit rough because there was a worm that sort of ingratiated itself into the performance. The understudy had to go on. Did a passable job, I understand.
It was actually a pretty good job.
Is it anybody that I might know, the understudy, who was meant to go on?
Anyway, then we also we paid a visit to
Okay.
your old stomping grounds there, the old circus.
What? What? Okay, what?
No, that's that's interesting. Awesome. How did it look?
I didn't go in.
Oh, you didn't go in.
No. No, saw some clowns. Kept my
Okay.
distance.
Is it? No. Yeah. What is it with the circus? What?
With the what? I've got let
What is it with the Why are you both so awkward about the circus?
Because circuses suck. dude.
Exactly.
Circuses are fucking horrible.
fucking horrible. Absolutely. It just brings that out in you.
You guys don't agree on anything.
Well, pigs are flying because we agree that circuses suck.
I don't know what that. Nope.
Look, let's just let it drop for now. There's no need to go into ancient history.
Ancient. It's not even a big deal. Don't even worry about it. Circuses
Fine.
suck. Moral of the story.
Okay.
So, I have some news to share. I went to the Imagination Factory. I wasn't able to get in, but I'm just, seeing what's going on. And I think we could do it. I think we can get in there and see what's going on.
If you couldn't get in, how can we get in?
Well, we're gonna get in. We're
Okay.
gonna get in. Just have faith. You can get in with me. I think I can usher you in as apprentices and guards fey in training. Yeah, I think that could work. Let's just scope out, and we'll pretend that we're like scoping out, seeing that everything is up to date, their checkpoints and their security protocols, and especially given the fact that some of the imagination has gone missing. So I feel like that's something that we can do.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, if you think it's something we can do,
I think we give it the old college try.
I mean, do we need broker for this?
Oh yeah, no. I think we need to like rest up and figure things out. Like I don't know if we should take the mounts or anything.
what about
Well, would
no?
guards,
And
Fae,
no, yeah,
in training
exactly.
have mounts, or would they not?
I think I would have a mount. You peons might have to walk, but
I mean, either way, we still have Blink and no.
that's right. And I think we should take care of Blink. Find some place to
I offered
send her.
I offered the theater, but she said she wasn't interested.
She wasn't interested. Did you tell her that maybe it could be like a new gang?
No, I didn't say it was a new gang. I kind of spun it more as the theater is a really great place to have like a bunch of different costumes and stuff, because it really is.
That's true.
I feel like they would really find her useful there, but she wasn't interested in
She
it.
wasn't interested in it.
Doesn't want to give up the life of crime for something as boring as making costumes for the theater. All right, so let me see if I've got this straight. We're going to go to the Imagination Factory for some reason that has nothing to do with our actual mission. We're going... Explain it again to me, because I'm a bit lost.
Do you remember when we first started? Well, and we ran into that healer Bobbin,
Yes, right.
and she was talking about how the imagination.
Had sort of
Had
dried
kind of
up,
sort of
yes.
dried up.
They weren't getting their proper shipments and allotments.
Yeah, and we wanted to come here so that we could store, like, stock up on
Yeah.
imagination.
Yeah, I think it was the broker just wanted to steal a bunch of it.
Sure.
Yeah. Even though he doesn't really seem to use it very well.
No. Nevertheless, I do think it's a good idea. Because we don't know how far we have to travel for this chimera bomb.
Right, yeah.
And also it might be tied to the chimera bomb, because chimera is imagination that's wrong, right? So
I mean, it's like corrupted imagination,
corrupted.
right?
Yeah. So I think it's going to give us a lead,
All right.
some kind of lead. But
As long as we're working towards the bloody end goal here, right? I mean, I'd sort of be done with this bloody mission.
I mean, we have to at least find information about the bomb, if nothing else.
Right.
And I feel like starting with imagination would probably be the best.
Fair enough.
do you know what? I've just had an idea.
Oh dear.
While Blink is resting, should we go out and see if we can find any inspirers, and see maybe if we can talk to them, see what they have, if they've noticed anything funky going on inside or outside of the factory?
I mean, we could do that. Also, we should probably get other supplies too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's wonder if we could find. I mean, we did say if we could find that maggot, we would bring it back to the one Brisket. It was the one the fair we were talking to about the other mount. So
Okay.
you could return it if
Do
we
you think
find
we
it.
could get another mount out of it?
I had my understanding was that those are very, very rare and only used by extremely royal types.
I was thinking more like we give it back, and then maybe as reward we get, another mount for finding it. It's kind of
Was there another worms or something?
well, no.
We saw a bunch of worms at the circus.
Were those real worms?
Well, what's real?
They weren't like bright yellow and green by chance, were they?
I
Those
mean, they
worms?
were a lot of bright colors, yeah. They were
Okay.
fuzzy, which
I don't think those worms are gonna work for us.
okay.
Okay, so
Fair
supply run.
Uh-huh.
See if we can find any inspirers. See what's going on. Take the temperature of imagination. Okay. And find your friend. Find your friend, the time fly.
The maggot, yeah.
The maggot. You're right, it's not a time fly yet. Maggot. Okay.
Alright.
Off we go.
Okay. And away you go.
Grab no.
No sleeping.
Okay. Are you suggesting to leave sleeping child there?
I am just letting you know that Noah is asleep.
How can we draw how can we draw this little nap out longer? Okay, Two's giving me the eye. Hack, do you feel like is there
You
some
really
kind of
asking my opinion after the last time I was left in charge?
All right, we'll just
I mean, Blink is
Try
here. It's not like
our luck.
it's not like we're leaving No completely alone.
Blink has 4 broken limbs.
Right, so No can help. Oh, hey there, No. I don't. Could you get me a drink of water?
Opens the
I mean, it's perfect.
She was opening the bag, not even paying attention, like.
Are you thinking of putting him in the bag?
No!
Oh, okay. You're
just-
right. Considering what's in the bag, maybe
Yeah,
you shouldn't
there's-
put No
There's-
in the
there's a
bag.
big- yep, there is. That's still in the bag.
Oh yes, probably get rid of that, eh?
Yeah. I can
No.
maybe try to do like a playpen, but like with a top. So
What, out of the corpse? We were just talking about the corpse. And you were talking about making a playpen.
We
I'm
are,
confused.
and we are looking for a maggot. Is there something there, do you think? Or is that
that's not a
is
bad
that crossing
idea.
a line?
I mean, if nothing else, it'd get rid of the body.
To do what?
See,
To do what? To do
I'm,
what?
I'm worried that it might cross a line.
Oh no, I feel free to pull the corpse out of the bag. I'm just not sure what you're doing with it.
Well,
Do
what do
try to-
maggots love?
You gotta lure the
I
maggot out.
see.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
All right. Well, I mean, feel free. Stick your hand in too.
Wait, I mean, the maggot is not in here, right? So we should.
Probably
I mean,
reeks
choose it
by now.
Yeah, you reach in.
Yeah.
You pull out, and there's a fairy skeleton in your hand.
Oh, all the meat's gone? and
All the
stuff?
meat's
Oh,
gone.
well, shit.
I don't think that's gonna work then.
She just kind of tosses it out. It's like,
You're gonna
So
scare
how did
the
that
shit
happen?
out
That
of
wasn't that
house.
long ago, was it?
What's in your bag? You don't think this is related at all to your little chimera moment, do you?
I don't even know if it was chimera. Anyway,
All right, let's put this in the box with mysteries to be worked on later.
yeah.
I think don't put it back in your bag.
But
Why don't we just put it in that closet over there?
Squatting in a fairy's home, and you're like, I'm gonna put a skeleton in their closet.
okay.
Skeleton in closet.
I mean, it would be a tremendously funny prank to put it in bed next to Blink.
No! But I also want to see what happened. I'm kind of a little bit curious and concerned also because you went in the bag.
Right,
And I've gone into the bag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, stuff to make playpen, yeah. Two whips out, just like a few pipe cleaners and stuff, and secures it down with the bed that Blink is in. So worst case scenario.
Blinking no. Is that what you're? Okay, great.
Well,
Yeah, great.
Love
Does
it.
it have a roof? Because
Yes,
no
it's-
flies.
it's-
All right.
Yeah, there's a Kleenex around it, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
oh, that'll
good.
hold 'em.
Yeah. it's the first warning system. Yeah, great. You've caged the baby. Good
Made
job.
a trap.
You made a trap. You've made a hazard.
It's better than drugging the baby.
Or smacking him over the head, which is what I thought you were suggesting to Hack.
Very.
I assumed
Well,
it was
I don't know.
drugging the
I
baby.
Yeah,
assumed it was
drugging the baby,
Too
smacking the
assumed
baby.
it was drugging the baby. Like,
Okay.
neither of you have worked with kids, have you? Anyway,
does it
but
show?
let's go. Oh,
Great. You exit out of this little hovel that you've found for yourselves, and as you walk around, you kind of notice like nothing seems super out of the ordinary for the area. Like the aftermath of the fairy rain is kind of like eased up. You can see like a little things here and there. You can see certainly some areas that like were definitely hit by a body of a fairy and they've got a chip in it or a dent in it or whatever. But you managed to, you're heading towards. So, Imagination, the section is in the corner of Riverfell Library. So there's another wall that, like a mini wall, that's between Imagination and Medi. We talked about that's where the night was when you were over that. So you're going like the opposite direction. You're going more towards like the corner. And as you head towards the corner, screeching in on a mantis from the opposite direction comes Brisket.
Oh, I almost hit you. Oh, hey, guys.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
I
Well,
mean,
you were the one that was leaving, and we were staking around here. So, what are you
well,
doing here?
yeah,
Well,
what are
I
you
did
doing?
leave.
But you're back. Here.
Like, looks around. Oh, gosh darn it. I think I went in a circle again.
Do you know where you're actually going? No. Okay. It's okay to say no.
I'm just trying to find Dave.
Okay, where is Dave?
Who is Dave?
Who is Dave? Dave's a new one.
Dave's my boyfriend, but don't tell my uncle.
Okay. Where would Dave be?
Honestly, I think he's ghosting me.
So,
And he starts like tearing up.
so we'll check the cemetery.
Dave!
Are you?
We were dating for 3 weeks.
What?
That's
I-
a record for me.
What? Dating?
I don't think we've been introduced. I'm 10.
Oh yeah, this is one of our friends, Tenerife.
Not the one that does the wrangling?
No,
No.
no. This is our other friend, Tenerife.
Yeah.
And Brisket would like lock eyes with Tenerife, and then they would blush. Oh. It's so nice to meet you. My name's Brisket.
Okay.
How can I help you?
Well, I think it's really a matter of how we can help you.
How so?
We're looking for your little maggot.
Oh, Drew!
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I
Drew.
love Drew. I miss him.
I mean, we couldn't find him last time. And
Drew.
you're back. So now we can try to find Drew.
Though, in the meantime,
Yeah.
I did see Stinky and Pinky.
Who are Stinky
Who
and
are those?
Pinky?
So, you remember how I said I put too many bugs in my cart?
Yes.
How could we forget?
Well, it was more of a 3-bug cart, and I put 6 bugs in it. I figured they could be like roommates and they'd be fine. It turns out it's not.
So, but we'd only originally been looking for 4. So now we need to find the other 2, or the other
Oh no,
2.
I found them. They're fine. They're fine.
Okay.
They're good. But I haven't been able to find Drew yet. I don't know where he could have gotten to. It's crazy.
So, but wait, we just offered to help look for Drew, but then you mentioned the other 2.
Oh yeah, they're fine. I don't know where Drew is though.
Oh,
Yeah, Stinky and Pinky are okay. I know it's hard to keep them. So it's Winky, Blinky, Stinky, Pinky,
And Drew.
Yorik.
Oh, your.
This is Yorik, and they'd pet the mantis they're on. She bites, so be careful. And then of course there's Drew. You know.
Right.
And Dave, if you can find him.
Hmm.
do we want to? Are we trying to look for Dave?
No.
I say you leave, Dave. You don't need Dave.
Kind of like pushes down his little peach fuzz. Is like, I was trying to grow this because it said he liked it. I don't even want it anymore. He just like rips one of the hairs out. Anyways, you still want to help me find Drew?
Sure.
I thought y'all were busy doing something else.
Well, we are apparently, but not too busy to help you find Drew.
Did you find your pack?
No. No, I've not
Oh.
found the pike. I'm afraid the pike may be lost to the mists of time here. But if we were to help you find Drew, would you be able to hook us up with some more mounts, I guess is the question we'd like to ask.
Well, I did find Stinky and Pinky,
Right.
so I.
And Drew is, as you say, the most valuable
Yes,
one that you
yes.
really would get in a lot of trouble for having lost.
Yeah.
Drew is easily, not in my heart, but monetarily wise, worth as much as the other 5, if not more. So,
Right.
if we could find Drew, y'all can have the other mounts, and I'll take the L, cause at least my uncle won't be too mad if we find Drew. So that would be amazing, actually.
So you said dark, damp, cool areas, right?
Yes.
Is he particularly attracted to garbage or refuse or dead things?
He's just a baby, you know? Like, I don't think he's really developed his personality yet.
Well, I
you
didn't.
know?
I meant more in terms of feeding.
Favorite foods.
Like, what does he eat? Yeah.
Drew usually likes, I shouldn't let him, but he tends to eat the feces of the other bugs. It's icky, I know, but I mean, it's like one of the only things I can get him to eat sometimes.
Okay.
And like something's better than nothing, you know?
Right.
So, there's that.
Okay.
Sometimes I can get him to eat some lint.
Lint. Well,
Well, we can try lint, or we can try to get the other ones to go to the bathroom.
Brisket will just kind of look down at Yorik and be like, "Do you gotta go potty? Are you ready?"
Can I have everybody roll me a notice, please?
Everybody?
Everybody, please. You're trying to hit a 3.
I got a -1.
No,
So I'm busy asking Yorik if he's gotta go potty.
That's a neutral, a 0.
No, it's a 3.
It's a 3.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Tenerife. hey, Tenerife. Hey, Captain of the Kingsguard.
Yeah.
There's something suspicious going on. You notice, like, as everything's talking, out of the corner of your eye, you see a lot of movement that's all headed in one direction, and you see fairies with bugs on bugs headed towards a heating vent in the very, very corner of the library.
Something weird's going on. Let's follow it.
Oh.
that was rather abrupt.
With a lot of turn your heads. Look right there. Look at all those bugs. A procession of bugs and fairies on bugs.
I
Do you
got a -1. I can't see it even with you pointing it out.
Do you think Drew's in there?
Maybe. Do you think Drew's in there?
I think you said he's worth a lot. I think we should go, and we gotta
Wait
beat
a
all
minute.
these fairies.
Oh, yeah, as we're walking, though, I had an idea.
Okay.
Since Drew is worth a lot, do you think it's possible this Dave character might have stolen Drew?
Dave.
Would
You
have
know,
done that?
now that you say something, do you think he would do it to get my attention, or is it in like a malicious way?
You know Dave far better than we do.
It's probably a malicious way. I don't know, maybe, but Drew's gone, Dave's gone, so
Onward.
onward, yeah. Hee-yah! Just takes off. on
Nobody
Yorik.
else has
Are
mouths.
we like running behind?
Two uses the grappling hook to start trying to swing and keep up. Yeah. Eventually, you make it to the heating vent. You can see that the cover is loose and fairies are sneaking behind it. And I imagine you all go in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, and as captain of the Kingsguard, Tenerife is going to say this area is off limits and you cannot go any farther. And I'm just going to say it in a real asshole way so that they will listen.
These guys?
No, not them.
I feel
The
like
rest of
as
the
we're
fairies trying to
slipping
go
in,
Yeah.
Okay,
Official business. Can I create an advantage?
You want to create an advantage of what?
Of a crime scene, do not cross tape. I don't know. Tape so that people don't come in.
There's already people in. I'm
But not everybody.
okay.
Right.
Great. You
No
want
more-
to
trying to keep any more
people
from
out.
getting
Got
in,
it. Yeah, absolutely.
Is this not important?
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no, no, no. I just wanted to understand what you were trying to do here. Yeah, absolutely. 4.
For Will?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
4. No, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Oh, okay. So that's still only 2 shifts. So we'll just say that there's just 1 free invocation on there, of your creative advantage.
Okay.
So like a boost or
No, so a free
It's 7?
invocation.
4.
Did you roll a?
But then it was a 4. But this was a neutral, right?
No, that's
this
that
is the
wasn't.
neutral. This is the
No.
Yeah.
But I think I turned it. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it was
okay.
a
I
negative.
thought you had 3 pluses.
I'm pretty sure it was 3 pluses
Well, I
and a
had-
neutral.
But
I
think
thought it was 3.
Like in the box.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
It's up. You rolled it.
Either way,
Yeah.
Oh, I just don't.
you succeed either way.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
But the amount of invocations is. I'm giving you 1 because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So,
stick-
Um,
I'm pretty sure it was that.
so you have 1 free invocation on Do Not Enter. You use your imagination to cordon off the area.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of spell you do, but you do something.
Mm-hmm. Similar to the ceiling. That kind of
Okay,
spell.
yeah, like a
'cause
barrier.
Ten's used to it. Yeah. Do not
Yeah,
cross.
absolutely. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you've made it kind of impenetrable to cross either way.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
And that's fine. So you enter in, and as you go through the little area that people were going around, it is hot. It is sweaty. It is a bug fighting arena.
Brisket just starts crying.
Yeah, absolutely. You're having a bad
Oh.
time.
No, not the babies. This is such a bad day for everyone.
Roll me another notice, Brisket. I just want to see what you see. I'm
Is
gonna.
Dave here?
That's what I'm having you
Is
roll
that
for.
Bruce here? Wow. Negative
Shit.
1 again.
Great, cool. You don't see anything.
I'm too busy just
Yeah,
sobbing.
just
like I can't see through the
sobbing.
tears. Like.
Brisket, pull it together here. Now, if I were to bet on one of these bugs, what would be one that you think has the best chance of winning this?
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. We don't have time for that. But
Well, I wasn't saying I was going to.
maybe you should. You tell him which one to bet on. We'll get the money from the bet, and then we also save all these mounts and give them to you, since we're gonna take some of your mounts, and that way you won't be like in the hole. You'll still make some money.
We can save all the mounts.
I say
here?
we try to save as many of these as possible.
Wow.
I think I see about how many bugs are in here.
If you need me to pick the locks, I mean,
Yeah. Does that sound good to you? Do you think you can wrangle them all?
Oh, I'm so good at wrangling.
Okay. And then all these. Yeah. Okay.
Are
Great.
you ready though? No, I mean just.
I
Are
th-
you?
I think-
I don't know.
No, Brisket. Don't you listen? I think you're great at wrangling.
You
Transportation
even
seems.
know Brisket.
Transportation seems a little. I know, but Brisket seems like the type that needs affirmation.
Ah,
Brisket, you are capable. You can do this. Forget Dave. You are strong. You can wrangle these bugs, and you can get them to safety in your care.
You
plus
know what?
You don't have the cart to worry about, so there you go.
yes.
Exactly.
And you've shown you can tie a knot much better than our bug wrangling friend.
Y'all are right. let's do this. He pulls out another hair. Get himself like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, all right. So let's take a look here. How? Assuming that you were the type of horrible person that was going to have bugs fight.
Right.
Right. Put yourself into that headspace here. Which bugs here do you think have the best chance of winning, given your particular expertise?
Let's say right now that there's 2 beetles that are fighting. They're similar in size. I think one of them is like front pinchy one, and one of them
like horn.
and
beetle
one
or
one's
whatever.
like a rhino beetle. I think those are the 2 that we had in the canonically already.
Yeah.
So one's got front pinchers and one's got spikes on their head.
Can I spend a fate point to make one of them be 10 sad lost beetles?
Yes, absolutely. One of them is Rose.
She's gonna lose.
The really cracked carapace.
Oh my
beetle.
god.
Well, just looking at him from here, that one beetle looks real messed up already. So I would say probably the other one, honestly. Yeah.
All right. Excellent.
So we need a signal for when you want me to like release them, like unlock them all.
No. Here's what's going to happen, right? So I'm going to bet on the one that everyone thinks is going to lose. Yeah? All right. Then what we've got to do is find a way to make that one win. And then we'll make all kinds of money because it'll be against the odds, right?
How do you do that?
Why don't you're the expert?
Well, I've never rigged anything before.
Well, that's what we need to figure out a way to do. Is we need to figure out a way to rig it so that the beetle that everyone thinks is going to lose actually wins.
Don't think of it as rigging. Think of it as empowering this beetle to do its best so that it doesn't die.
That looks a lot like your beetle, doesn't it?
So how would
Do you know?
Didn't
When
yours
they-
have a crack
when they,
rod
like-
like that along the
It
back
did.
there?
what do beetles need to like win on fights?
Well, so obviously they got their little pincers,
Uh-huh.
and their shell is a big part of it because you got to kind of get through the shell first. But they have a softer underbelly you
Hey, Brisket, I'm gonna give you a fate point
could do.
to compel species blindness.
Absolutely.
to give them absolutely
Poor information.
poor information.
Yeah.
So add another one to your pile.
Brisket actually has species blindness, and so they're really good at their job, but they're not great with like names, and it's like a beetle. Well, I think you gotta take out the legs. And they tend to be a little slimy, so that helps. Oh, what else was it?
Beetles usually slimy?
Well, yeah, aren't they always?
Right. All right. So who's got some? All right. I need something to go bet with. And what are they using for betting here? Just is this the same barter currency kind of
Yeah, I mean, what's fun?
pocket lint and?
I mean, these are not necessarily. Let's just say this for. This isn't the underground, so they're not hardened criminals, but it's not like, sanctioned.
Right.
It's not great. It's not good. It's the outskirts.
Sure.
It's the easily arrested type of
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not really good at being bad.
Two
Um,
reaches into his bag and he pulls out one of the experimental potions that he has, the scarlet one. He's like, try this.
Ooh. All right. So Hack is going to go strolling over to where all the action is taking place.
Yeah, here's how I'm gonna say this. The action I instead of handing off things back and forth to make it easier, there's a fairy that's writing everything down.
Yeah.
They're considered I don't know, we'll call them an author, even though they're not. That's just like the name that you give fairies that write a lot that aren't scribes. Scribes are different. They're just an author. Yeah, you head over to this fairy. I could use that one. What is happening?
Hey, fairy whose name I don't need to know.
No! Let me world build. This is
Let her
customer
cut.
service. Yeah, there's a name tag on him that says Periwinkle.
Amazing.
I don't know why there's a name tag. They've embroidered Periwinkle into their clothes like everywhere.
It's just
They
their
just
vibe.
really like their
They
name.
really like their
That's
name.
why they're really bad at crime, because they put their name
Their name
everywhere.
everywhere.
How do they
Yeah.
keep catching me?
That's crazy.
The world may never
Weird.
know.
Hey there, you, the one with your name all over your clothes, I'm assuming, unless that's
Yeah.
a designer that you particularly.
No, I like to label all of my items so I don't lose them.
Very, very clever. Are you the one taking all the bets on
I
this
am taking the
illegal
bets.
underground bug fighting ring?
It's not underground. Is it illegal?
I mean, we're behind a register, so it's technically kind of undergroundish.
No, I think we have to be below. All right, what are you batting?
All right, so the fight coming up here with these two beetles right there, yes?
Yes, those beetles.
Yeah, what are the odds on this currently?
100 to 1.
100 to 1? I want that sweet, gorgeous, lovely little beetle right there. The one with the cracked carapace and the kind of gimpy leg, and the one that looks sad and like it's, well, like it's on its last breath there. That's the
Yeah.
one I want to win.
What's the name for the bet?
The name for the bet is, no.
Got it. And how much are you betting?
How do we do this? I've got a potion here I could offer.
Okay, and writes down just a number, like something, a scribble,
yeah,
a
just-
scratch, a rune, or whatever.
Yeah, give me
that
some
you-
kind of number.
that
Whatever
you
this
don't-
is worth.
You don't know what it means. Okay.
The whole potion? What about just 2 sips of the potion?
We're not gonna lose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Rose, but
Come back after the round.
All right, well, can we be like ringside to cheer our
You can.
awesome, fantastic, I love it?
Sue leans in and I'm like, I mean, I don't know what to really do to make them better, but we could probably, hinder the other one.
How do
Real
you s-
quick. I need you to roll me for which potion is. You can't roll a 4.
It's just the scarlet one, so I don't know. It's a 2.
Okay. My thing is not based off of colors.
Okay.
I have a list that's based off of numbers. Thank you.
Okay. No idea what it does.
I mean, I could hinder the other one.
Okay, what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, like, make it temporarily unable to see? I figure it probably needs to see.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, beetles don't have eyes.
Thanks, Brisket.
I feel like it'll.
Okay, and maybe as a back, do you have any more of those potions? Should we give the beetle the potion?
I mean, I do have 2 others. I don't know what they do. I
Okay.
have the
Oh,
magenta
gosh.
one and the neon yellow one.
Huh.
We could try throwing it and see what it does, and
Get
then
really
try to
good
find
and
the other
really
one.
bad.
You're just gonna lava potion?
A potion that we don't know what it does.
I feel like we gotta send the Wrangler to go and surreptitiously
Administer.
administer the potion. But as a backup, do you think you can really temporarily obstruct their view?
I mean, probably.
Okay.
What's
Is
happening?
The fight currently happening?
No,
Or,
there's
like,
a different.
getting ready or
They're getting
something.
ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're sweeping the ring and making it
So
available.
you want me to go down there?
Taking off
and-
all the bug parts from the last fight.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
if you
yeah,
go
yeah,
down
yeah.
there and I go
stuff.
down with you, and you try to administer the potion, and then I try to, the other one make them.
Is it safe for the bug?
Well, I mean, I've been drinking them.
Yeah, but fairies are different than bugs.
Well, I mean, it really didn't it didn't harm me at all. It just kind of gave like a little bit of oomph.
I mean, the worst that's gonna happen is the bug is gonna start talking in young people slang.
I don't know, guys. This just feels.
Sus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, then do we just try to?
If you think it's gonna put that beetle, whom I love very much, in harm's way, we won't do it.
I just don't know what it does, you know? Like,
Right, well, I'm going to go down to the side of the octagon here where the battle's going to take place and take my position.
Can you at least help me get closer to the other one?
yeah.
Cool.
Because I've got a plan.
So Brisket's gonna make his way down to the like gate or whatever it is. I assume there's somebody standing there.
Yeah, for sure.
And Brisket's gonna go,
2 follows.
excuse me. I'm here to check up on them beetles before the next round starts.
What do we want to say for this? We could, I mean,
Deceive.
It could be
it could be a deceive, could be a rapport.
It could be rapport because I am a known Invertahan.
True. And also you are checking on him. It's not like
Yeah.
you're gonna go punch it in the face,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm like, I just gotta make sure that they're
Yeah.
in good condition
Okay.
before they hurt each other.
Okay. So this fairy who has, we'll say, purple eyebrows and blue hair and no wings and kind of like claw fingery
Ew.
situation, like really cute claws. I don't know, like nails.
Oh, like Slay?
Like, oh yeah, but like it's
Yeah.
it's not an addition. That's the way this fairy is made.
Yeah. Yeah, got it.
And they're like, well, I gotta see your credentials first. So roll me a report.
Well, just look at me.
Just
What do you mean?
That's great. I love that.
Ooh, so that's a 5.
Okay. Someone roll me some dice, please.
You go. I don't trust my dice.
Flat.
Okay. So yes, correct. Correct. That's a success of 2. So absolutely, yeah. I go. Wow. I mean,
Brisket will just kind of like lift up their tiny cowboy hat and pull out their normal papers for the fact that they work for Gov Ranch and be like,
yeah.
you mean this?
Oh, you should have shown that to me first. Yeah, totally. Go right
Oh,
ahead.
Okay.
I'm going in with.
Let you in. You need to roll me something to sneak past with.
I'm not trying to sneak. I'm just standing
Yeah.
beside them.
You know, like one of
Okay.
you schmoozes the doorman and then you both go in.
I still.
And this is my assistant.
That's you gotta roll me something.
Report for looking cute.
Sure. Fine. I'll have it be against their original roll of 3.
that is matching at 3.
You can overcome at a minor cost.
Okay.
That's a tie. So
Okay. Trying to think with minor
maybe they just
cost.
recognize, like think they recognize you. Like, I think I've seen you before, but like not enough to catch. It's just the squint of
Yeah.
like, where have I seen you before? So we'll
Oh,
come
that's my apprentice.
we'll come back to that meaning
Great.
later. Okay. And this
Would make sense. She's been around.
been around everywhere.
Yeah.
And this again, these are not like criminals. They're
Yeah.
just like, we're trying something. Soft criminals. Not a hardened
It's
criminal.
a soft launch of their criminal
Your
lives.
criminal career. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, nah, no one's really gonna get us for this one. Okay. So
Like they're
this,
spoiled rich kids who are just, yeah.
yeah,
They
want
want to pretend. Yeah.
Yeah, not even pretend, just being like, nah, we'll just do it out of the way so you don't see it, kind of deal. We're gonna. Okay, I know this guy's name. Okay, perfect. So you go in. I imagine we're going into like a stable kind of
Yeah.
area. Not really a stable, but like
Some
holding
kinda,
pens
yeah.
kind of deal. What do you? So we've got a strong, healthy-looking beetle and Rose, the cracked carapace beetle. What are we looking for? What are we doing?
So you wanted to go to the healthy beetle, and then I guess I'm gonna try and give that potion to Rose. See what happens.
I
You're
have
gonna give a
2
potion.
potions.
Oh, we're giving one to each.
No.
Oh.
No.
Wait.
No.
Are we
Okay.
not giving one to
I'm-
Rose?
no, we're-
Actually, I'm going to actually check on Rose.
Okay.
And I'm
okay.
going to have 2 go fuck with the other one.
Okay,
Got it.
great.
Great. Excellent. Okay.
It's like we're heading towards the nice one, and I'm like, I'll be back. And then I head to Rose.
Right. Okay, so then we're pulling a different elixir. Yes.
Not using an elixir.
Oh, what are you
For
doing?
the
Doing a magic.
Got it.
doing a magic.
Because I thought we were doing an elixir.
Doing an elixir for Rose, potentially.
I don't know if Brisket's gonna do that.
But that was
It's
the
a
thing
perhaps.
presented.
It's a mayhap.
Yeah. If you want to try to do a convince at some point, PvP style, then
Yeah,
feel free.
you would definitely have to convince Brisket to give a strange potion to this poor, beat up beetle.
Yeah.
That's fair and valid.
correct.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, so
he is not a criminal. Well, they are not a criminal.
does anybody have their stats for beetles? Do you have Rose's stats?
I feel like I got. Oh yes, I do.
Let me just see.
I just want to see. I mean, I do need to see Rose's stats, but
I
I also
have
want to see kind of like what I
Mystic
did.
Dan's old one.
I'll take Mystic Dan.
Thank you, Rob.
Mystic Dan.
Mystic Dan. Okay, so they're kind of similar. All right, I'm gonna keep Rose's just because I do have Rose. Man, this high concept's so good. Discount mount.
Aww,
She's a good girl.
It's so good.
she's the goodest babe.
We do love a Rose. Okay. Yeah, you go over to this other beetle.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Going to try to hopefully temporarily blind him.
Okay.
We do not support animal abuse
We
here.
don't support animal abuse at all here. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
What, are you gonna like poke it in the eye or something?
No,
Like,
nope. Gonna do a magic.
do a magic.
Do magic. That's my magic.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, going to try. That is will, correct?
You can argue it at whatever because the thing about magic is it's an extension of whatever you were doing.
That's fair.
I think will makes the most sense for things that require like a mental fortitude. But if you're doing something that's a extension of a fight of some kind, this is fight, right?
Not trying.
No, I'm just saying like you can argue for
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. I think for this one probably will would be.
Let
Will
me,
a
okay, let me
craft-
ask you this:
Yeah.
if you were doing this not magically, what would you be doing? Throwing sand or
Essentially, like
or like an acid?
trying to do a blindfold. Essentially,
okay,
yeah.
no, that's different. So that's
Yeah.
I informs the
Yeah.
answer. I would say that's more of a craft then.
Okay. They're both at the same
Yeah,
level.
just, I
so-
just think that that's what's going to happen. I am going to roll with physique though against
that makes
physique.
sense. All right. So that is going to be a 3 as it was rolled.
Okay. Let me roll a beetle.
Yep.
So somebody roll for me, please, and thank you.
-1.
-1. So that'll just be a 1. So that's a success of 2.
Okay.
Let's call this a create advantage. I think makes the most sense in this particular situation. And so we'll just say blinded.
Okay.
Beetle blinded.
Blinded.
Blinded by the
Yeah. he's just like trying to whisper to himself, make sure that he doesn't notice, and be like, just, and yet with neither love nor hate, these stars, like some Snow White Minerva's Snow White marble eyes, without the gift of sight. And just trying to be real quiet, holding the hood over, and just be like, all right, you don't notice.
Creepy.
Okay. Beetle blinded. Cool.
Are you trying to convince Brisket to use a potion or nah?
I think after that, walks over and be like, well, how's it looking?
Well, she could definitely use some love. but I don't think it's anything I couldn't fix.
Couldn't fix like right now.
Well, let me check my bag, and I actually would like to spend a fate point to use my always making useful things
Okay.
to pull out some kind of like bug medicine from my sack of bug stuff
Sure.
to help Rose.
So.
Or maybe I have to like stitch their carapace. I don't know.
Yeah. I think let's roll that as an overcome,
A
and
little
we'll
thing
use,
with some clear nail polish that you
we'll use that stunt that you have. Yeah, absolutely. So spend a fate point, and then what did we say that was under crafts? Yeah.
I don't know if we.
I don't know if we assigned
Said
it
anything,
to, but it should be assigned to one. I would say it's assigned to crafts.
Okay.
And we'll say that your overcome is a. I mean, I can do it against Rose. So let's say it's against Rose's physique. I'll say it's against her physique.
Can I invert a hand and re-roll that?
Yes.
'Cause
Absolutely.
that was all negative.
Spend a fate point and re-roll.
Botch this.
Come on, Brisket.
Okay, that's true neutral on the dice, so makes it a +2.
+2. So someone roll me for Rose. Hannah, why don't you roll
Alright.
for Rose?
Better get a 0. Oh.
Okay, -3.
-3, so that's a -2.
Okay.
So what did you? So it's a.
I got a
2.
+2.
So that's a shift of 4.
4?
Yeah. Okay. So that is you get a boost with that because that's an overcome at a success of 4 shifts. So we'll say the boost is. I don't know what's something fun.
Tender love and care.
I was gonna say like a hardened warrior maybe for Rose. You're like I like the nail polish idea a lot.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Clear coat, man.
Yeah, clear coat.
It's like a montage of Brisket, like stitching up the carapace, putting on a new coat, like like you're detailing a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
painting some flames on it.
Yeah. Rose is looking so fine.
Yes. Okay, so this is a boost only. So once we use it, it goes away.
Nice.
Which means that if something we use it, I don't know, the clear coat cracks
That makes sense
for that.
And then after Brisket is done working with Rose, they'll like hug her face and be like, "Good job, baby."
So we're not. You don't want the potions or anything. You think we're
Oh no, she's fine. You're just a little baby.
good? Okay.
I'll see you soon.
All right.
And then we'll.
It just makes me happy.
Okay, great, excellent. Yeah, so you head out. You go ringside. The fairies bring in the beetles.
Can Tenerife? I feel like this is gonna be hard to watch, even though I think they saw a Brisket, like
Yeah.
give that TLC and Rose is looking better. But can I create an advantage and go and gather up some of the bug poop so that we can use it later
Sure.
for
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love that. We were just in the stall. Should have grabbed some.
yeah. What do you think? Will
To
to stomach the stench of so many poops?
I was gonna say maybe like an investigate to find it, right? Because it, I don't.
Or notice.
Or maybe notice.
Yeah.
You see any poops around?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Will you notice?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Against a 3, I think.
Okay.
I don't think it's not there.
Oh, that's horrible. Okay, I think I'm gonna re-roll. No. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll. Well, I'm gonna see if I can re-roll. Because 10 had a circus phase, they're like sniffing out those scents because they're like, oh, it's all coming back, and like they are able to do it better. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So
One thing is a lot of it a circus, it's poop.
Yeah, you got all sorts of animals around, nasty people.
yeah.
Okay.
2.
literal.
No. Let me see. All right.
I mean, you
She doesn't
can
cut it.
you can get a success at a serious cost. I don't know if this is worth a serious cost.
We can get more poop later.
All right.
It's not like we don't have any mounts.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I give up.
Okay. I give up.
Ain't no poo to
This
be
shit isn't
found.
worth it.
This shit is not worth it. Okay,
Not the
ring
stalls
size.
are apparently very clean. They were just holding stalls.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
have a really good custodian guy. Good.
I mean, it doesn't
There
smell
you go.
right.
He's
but-
on top of
You
it.
see it. It's like a fairy who has. It's not a real snail, but it looks like a snail, like Zamboni style. Yeah. Okay. Ringside.
Ringside.
Ringside. You don't want to watch, so you're off doing something
Yeah.
else. Great. Tenerife's not here. 3 of you watch.
Brisket is like gripping their hair, like.
Are you okay?
No, I just don't want any of the bugs to get hurt.
Oh. Well,
I mean, they're not going to get hurt. I mean, they can see when an attack is coming and they'll just get out of the way.
Well, then what's the point of all this if they don't get hurt?
Right, exactly.
And you just like left Brisket in this tizzy of like, wait, but if I don't, and so fully distracted.
The numbers are like going around
yeah,
your head.
cannot compute.
And she was just like, whoa.
Oh.
All right, let's get this show on the road here. Come on, come on.
Okay.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Ow!
I'm trying to think if I want to do this that will be interesting to watch. Because if I fight myself, not quite as interesting, is it?
Time to get out
I
the
would pay to see
Beyblades.
it.
Oh man, I wish. Wouldn't that be fun?
Shit.
Okay. So I'm going to roll physique against physique, I think, for these beetles. But we will say that there's a free invoke somewhere, right?
There's free invoke for Beetle Blinded right there.
Beetle
Beetle Blinded has a free
There's
invoke and there's a
also
boost
and
for
Hardened Warrior has a boost.
And Hardened Warrior has a boost.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So.
And I was going to make I was going to do some provoke.
We'll see if that's necessary. Okay. So. Someone roll me. So we'll say you're rolling for Rose. Somebody roll me for Rose here.
Neutral.
Okay. So Rose's physique is 1, and then we'll add a boost of Hardened Warrior, so that gets us to 3. And then somebody roll me for the other beetle.
Neutral.
Okay, their physique is 2.
They get a negative.
Because they're blind.
'Cause they're blinded.
Yeah, that's D&D coming through.
It is.
That's a disadvantage. No, I'll invoke the beetle blinded for free to. I mean, I don't need it, but to Rose's
Yeah.
one to get it to a 5. So that's a success of 3. So that's great. Lovely.
We love that for her.
Okay. So that's what happens there. And I don't know. Hey, Hackenslash, you want to describe the beetle fight?
Oh, yeah. So, the bell dings, and both beetles kind of sit around looking like, what the hell's that bell mean? And then, like, the people who are putting this on, who have no idea how to run a beetle fight, they're like, get on! They kind of push them together, and the beetles kind of go closer together. And then the good beetle is kind of wandering around, looking very confused, like it has no idea where it is. And Rose, with the shiny carapace and the flames on the side,
Yeah.
comes staggering, rushing over, and kind of like bops it with its head a little bit, do it like that. And the audience, who were all ready for blood and gore, and they're like, huh? And then Hack says, come on, Rose, you can do it, gal, come on, beat the crap out of it. And they're all, whoa, 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 whoa. And then Rose kind of looks up, recognizes that voice, and Hack probably never had any nice things to say to Rose during their limited interactions.
Sure.
So Rose is probably kind of agitated. What is that? What is that disturbing voice from my past that was always kind of scary and mean? What does that mean?
From a day and a half ago.
Yeah, a day and a half ago. And Rose kind of panics a little bit and starts running away from that voice, but the other beetle is kind of right in the way, and Rose just kind of pushes right through, and the other beetle kind of goes, "Ah!" flopping on its side, and it rolls over onto its back, and its legs are kicking up in the air like that, and Rose just kind of steps on it and then stops and looks around like this. And it is clear to everyone that Rose has just won that fight because,
And there's like a widespread booing amongst the crowd.
Sure, 'cause they all
because
bet on the
they
other
all, they all lost
Yeah.
their resources.
Yeah, Brisket will cheer for Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did so good, baby!
The fairies take the beetles off the out of the ring, and they start prepping for the next ones.
And Hack looks around for Periwinkle.
Yeah.
Hey there, Periwinkle!
Yes.
I think I might have won on that fight a little bit there, don't you think?
Here are your winnings, and like hands you like a big pile of stuff.
A big pile of stuff.
What do you want to be in it?
Is it just random shit? Like
No,
a bunch
I
of different
I
stuff?
think it's things that the fairies would have found valuable because they were betting on it.
Yeah, but it's not like, oh, here's money. It's like
Gotta have
random
No, they
bits
don't
and
have money.
bobs.
They don't have money.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell you what, Periwinkle.
Yes.
Clearly, there's a lot here. You're out quite a bit here from this massive and embarrassing loss where I just took you for everything. I'll strike a deal with you here. How's about you keep all of this, right? And you just let me take these beetles away.
You'll have to talk to the boss.
Who's the boss?
It's a guy. Thimble.
Thimble.
Yeah.
Where can I find this thimble person?
They're up in the box seats with Dave.
Thimble and Dave, is it? Very well.
Is Brisket here for this? Because
Looks around and is like, Ted,
I'm coming back. What?
we're going, right?
Did it go well? Did she win?
She won.
Oh, she was fantastic. You'd have been so proud if you'd bothered to watch.
It made me too nervous. I didn't want to see anything bad.
That's
I don't blame you. I had a
nothing really-
really hard time watching
There's
too.
no-
yeah.
nothing
That's
really
what my
bad that
mom said when
happens.
she didn't want to come to my soccer games.
They're hard to watch.
What's a soccer game?
That was out of character. Sorry, revealing a little bit more than I. probably should. Okay, so anyway,
Not much bad really happened.
That's great to hear. Okay.
all right. So Hack takes the big pile of stuff and he's going to go up and talk to Thimble and Dave. With
Yeah.
this.
Who are sitting up in there's like, tiered seating. It's not anything special.
Sure.
It's all, I don't know, carved out of a broken bit from the Monolith District, like an old discarded toy,
Yeah.
basically. But there's ranked seating and they're up high, up at the very top. You gotta climb the bleachers, basically.
Are you alone?
Yeah, are you by
You're all
yourself?
welcome to come with me.
Yeah.
Two's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely coming
Great.
with you.
Cool.
Are we getting the bugs now?
That's
Is
the
this where the
plan.
bugs
This
are
is,
kept?
This is where we're going to talk to the person who's got the bugs.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to spring them from this.
Oh, well, this seems a lot easier than I thought it'd be. I thought you wanted to do something super illegal. That'd be crazy, though.
What's your plan?
My plan is to go up there and tell them that we're taking these bugs out of here.
That we're taking the bugs out of here.
Yeah.
But all of us are going to be in the room in which we're saying we're taking your bugs.
Just follow my lead.
Do you want me to go down and just
Okay.
kind of unlock them preemptively?
I kind of like the idea of lording it over them that I, took them for all the money.
Okay.
Sure. Are you not? You don't think that we should have a little escape route? You just
Escape route. Look at these people. They're not even criminals.
sure.
Well,
Not
They're like a bunch of.
Why would anyone be a criminal?
Exactly. Why would anyone be a criminal? But we've dealt with some hardened criminals during our adventures, and we've come out on top. So I think we can handle this lot.
Oh. Well, okay.
I mean, these are a bunch of soft imagination
I mean-
fairies.
You did say
It's not like this is the Clock Underground or anything.
you did say to trust whatever Hack says, so.
Come on.
You did?
Yes?
Clump, 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 clump.
Brisket's just following right behind.
Yeah.
What? What?
Can we go unlock those cages and get them out just in case things don't go well?
Hackenslash is not looking at you. I
Yeah.
Not even
imagine.
paying any attention.
Brisket's following right behind
Yeah.
Hack.
I guess, but like, I think Hack's got it. You don't think Hack's got it?
All right.
I
At this
don't
point,
think
Hackenslash has reached
Yeah.
Thimble and Dave.
Hello there. Which one of you is Thimble?
What does Dave look like?
Use the thimble in case.
A douche.
A douche.
I need you to describe in
twos.
excruciating detail what a douche
Okay,
fairy
so-
looks like.
Dave is really lanky, like slightly too long in all of his limbs. I'm also gonna write this down.
Two's gonna head towards the.
They have a mohawk
Okay.
that's blue, and a nose ring, like the septum one, and they're always wearing like really baggy pants.
Jenko Jean Fairy.
Yeah,
Let's
Jenkos.
go.
Oof.
Oh my god.
That's-
Okay.
Oh.
Great. So there's that fairy, and then there's a fairy wearing a thimble on their head.
I'm gonna guess you're Thimble then.
Yes, that would be correct.
Hi.
Hi.
I was told you're running this little operation here.
That's me.
So, I don't know if you noticed, but I just won a whole lot here.
Yeah, that's certainly true, but you know, we've got a couple other matches, so
Right.
I'm not worried about it.
You're not?
No.
Because I could probably win all of them and take all the money out of this place and no one would ever come back again and you'd probably go out of business right quick.
I mean, I'd like to see you try.
Do-
It's here's the thing. Don't bet against the house.
So you're the house, are you then?
That's my middle name, Thimble House.
Thimble House.
What does the relationship between Thimble and Dave seem
Oh, touchy.
Oh.
Brisket's gonna pop out from behind Hush and be like, Dave, you son of a bitch!
Oh God.
Who do you think is gonna pull out his rubber band gun? Who do you think you are?
Babe.
Now, who is this? Who is this?
Babe, is that what you think it is?
Where is Drew?
I don't have Drew.
Don't lie to me.
I don't have him.
Just like you weren't seeing anybody else. Who are you? I'm gonna knock the thimble off his head. You're a piece of shit too. I never want to see you again.
Babe, no. This is not what you think it is.
Brisket is going to actually go up to Dave, and Brisket's barely bigger than 2. Brisket is not a very large fairy, and Dave is a very gangly fairy, but Brisket has an aspect called deceptively tough. Yeah. And Brisket's gonna go up and lift that motherfucker right off his chair. Like,
Oh.
you got 10 seconds to explain.
I was doing this all for you.
Hurting bugs for me?
Making money.
You got a real twisted way of thinking about things. Now tell me where Drew is.
I would love to see you roll provoke, I think, for this.
Well, I don't have provoke. So.
That's fine. You can roll a provoke.
I do.
Stand behind and be like,
We can't do a teamwork on this. It'd have to be a separate roll, but
Right.
that's fine.
Well, that's a -1, but I do got that deceptively tough aspect.
Yeah, if you want to invoke, spend a fate point and add a 2.
Yeah, so then it'd be a +1.
Yeah, I need to roll for Dave. So, feel free to roll somebody, anybody.
Somebody want to roll
Go
for
ahead.
Dave?
God.
They got
Plus
a plus
one.
1 too.
Okay.
That's why I don't roll.
You only roll good when it's against us.
Proven.
What am I gonna do? Okay, so you said a 1, so so that's just a 2 on Dave's end, but you could succeed at a cost if you want,
Like
at a serious cost because you're a fail.
serious cost.
Heck, so it's like, nah.
All right, Hackenslash, roll whatever you're gonna provoke.
So yeah, so while Brisket is there, Hack is just kind of standing behind there, and he's kind of tapping his feet and looking very hack and slashy.
Of course.
And oh my goodness, but that. Thank goodness I spent my 1 fate point to get your beetle back.
Am I allowed to give him just one of my
No.
points? Damn it.
No, that's not how this works.
I think what ends up happening
Yeah.
is that Brisket goes from this rage to back to depression. And so it's like, scary, scary. I thought you loved me.
Yeah, I got a total of 1 there.
Okay.
Damn.
Dang. The dice are telling us something. Like, you look hack and slashy, and I think somebody roll me. I'll roll for Thimble, and I'm
You're
happy. to-
slashy, but you're carrying a bunch of just
Yeah, you
random
still got all
stuff.
this stuff
I
in
got all
your
the stuff in my
hands.
arms.
Yeah.
You don't got your pike.
Yeah. Roll
Yeah.
roll me something.
I'm not rolling
for
again.
For Thimble.
What the fuck?
That's a plus one.
Okay. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's it's about the same. So that's still a 2. So you still got under. Yeah. So Thimble's also not impressed by what's happening. There's a lot of emotions happening. Hackenslash has got his arms full of things and
Barging into their box
yeah,
seats.
Yeah. Maybe you like. catch
I would
your
like
step.
to. I would like to self compel here.
Sure.
Every debt must be repaid.
Okay.
Hack and Slash is going to drop all of the stuff here. He's going to grab hold of Dave,
Okay.
and he's just going to kind of grab him. And he's going to throw him down the stairs.
Great. I love it.
And I'm probably going to have to take a consequence there because that's going to hurt me for hurting Dave like
Oh,
that.
sure.
I mean, he might not get hurt going down the stairs.
He's going to get hurt. Going
yeah.
My intent was to hurt him.
Okay, well,
Yeah. Well, you get a fate point for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, okay. So there's 2 options we have. We can either I can just put an aspect on you,
Sure.
or you can take a consequence.
I
think
don't know. I
just-
think it makes sense to take a consequence when I do something
Okay.
like that. 'cause
arm
like,
re-breaks again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. I mean, I just added 2. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
think
okay.
This is just because it's so like.
I mean, it's not like I
frequent.
stabbed him in the eye. Or
No,
something,
it's
right?
yeah. If
yeah,
we're
it
doing
was-
like quid pro quo, I think it would just be like broken leg or broken arm or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So.
You do it fast enough that it happens.
Right.
I mean, even if you're like doing it over your shoulder, your arm may break, but they're
Yeah,
still going backwards.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Brisket is like holding on to Dave, sobbing their eyes out, and then Hack comes out of nowhere and just. We're done with that.
And they're done.
Yeah.
Great, love it.
And as Dave is bouncing down the stairs, ow, with his gangly long
Yeah,
limbs flopping around here.
everything hits,
He's going to turn and look over at Thimble, whose thimble has now been smacked off his head and is rolling in a circle on the
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And he says, "I think what's going to happen here is that we are going to take these bugs out of here, and you're going to let us. But what just happened to him is going to happen to you." And he kind of takes his like broken arm and just kind of snaps it and back into place there, which is going to be an intimidating thing in and of itself there.
Yeah. I love it. Let's do. We don't have an intimidation. I feel like we should.
Brisket goes, "Yeah, I'm tough too," and rips out another. Eyes are watering.
No, I mean I think this feels like a provoke, I guess, at this point.
All
And I think I'm just gonna give you a flat 3, I think, because this is not like an active opposition, and you can. I will let you invoke the aspect of like, I don't know, flung fairy.
Okay.
So
All right. Good enough.
I'll give you that.
Okay. Then it's going to be a 5.
Great. So that's a success at 2.
Yep.
So that is just a regular overcome. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think what happens is Thimble goes and like picks up their thimble, squishes it back on their head, and as they like pick it up and flip it over, something falls out of the thimble hat, and they like look at it and like very clearly like look at you and then like turn and huff and walk away, and it's a set of keys on the ground.
Ah. Well, Brisket, I think we may be able to make some use of those to get all your little bug friends out of this little ramshackle, rinky-tink, bug-fighting arena.
Well, how'd you do all that?
I don't know. Just seemed like the thing to do.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Always glad to help, you know. You helped me look for my pike, even though we didn't find it. I appreciate the effort that you put into it, so.
Yeah.
And I find that I don't have much sympathy for people who would fight bugs for sport. There's nothing very sporting about it, is it?
That's what I've been saying.
Forcing
Who would
two-
want to do something like
Forcing
this?
two innocent creatures to harm one another for their amusement.
Yeah, they didn't even know what was going on over there. It was so
Right.
sad.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, and we go back down to
Dave's at the bottom of the stairs, actually twisted
Yeah,
like a
like,
pretzel. Just gonna kick him on the way through.
Okay, great. 2, you're at the holding cells. Tenerife, did you go with 2, or were you just hanging out with Hackenslash?
I think 10 was kind of like in the stairs, kind of listening to see where.
You get
Yeah,
knocked
where to
over
go.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was needed.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Dodged
Then all
Dave when he
all
came
3
my
of
way
you
down.
end up going back down to the holding. So we'll say in the meantime, what have you been doing? You're picking the locks.
Was like getting ready for it, just trying to sneak into the holding areas and then like trying to go pick.
Yeah, let's have you do a stealth
Okay.
against 3.
Why do you hate me?
They do. That's a -4 in the dice. in
Oh
case
my
you were
God.
wondering.
I'm going to secret third option
Ruh-roh.
this.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it just to like.
All right, what's secret third option?
It's a secret.
I'm the
Secret.
librarian. I must know.
Gonna secret third option, to just try to blend in like to the shadows of it.
No,
No,
No.
please.
that's the same as a stealth.
Yeah.
You have to give me something different as a secret third option.
Use Chimera again.
That's not.
That's Hannah, not Tenerife.
Jesus.
That's also a different aspect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we could use a different aspect if we wanted. No, if you're gonna use secret third option,
No,
your
yeah.
option being walk right up to them and be like, "Let me in," or I'm gonna creep in and stealth. Right? Those are our 2.
That's fair, that's
Stealth.
fair.
You have to give me a different third option.
Okay. Okay.
That is how this works in my game.
Use my grappling hook.
Do a Mission
s-
Impossible.
Yeah.
Great. That is a secret
Amazing.
third option. I will allow
Fantastic.
it. You've got to roll a
Get
3.
to use athletics for this, so I just need to not roll that shitty.
It wasn't that shitty.
No, it's still. I rolled a 1. What the fuck?
Okay. Let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
Success at a serious cost.
I'm really worried what that serious cost is gonna be.
You don't have to. You can just not. You can just fail. You
I
can
feel
just
I
fail
feel
at
like
it.
2 is gonna go for it, but then is just like nah, and just tries to walk in again.
So let's say that you pull your grappling hook up to the ceiling. It's a very
Mhm.
low ceiling in this establishment, and it hooks into the ceiling. And as you get closer to it, because you're gonna swing up and then down, it's so hot, and you've got a hood on and a bunch of other stuff.
Got a hood, cloak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You start
immediately like dripping in sweat,
Mm-hmm.
and that causes you to like squeak down the rope, and you just land back where you started. And as you like land on the ground, scoosh, everybody walks up.
Well, I can honestly say that I'm happy your plan worked. Huh?
Once again,
Pulls the hood tighter over.
someday you'll all learn. Hack's
Told you.
got great plans.
Told you we should listen to Hack.
All right, so here are the keys. Are there like people, workers here and stuff?
I think because it's between rounds,
All right.
like they're out in the ring.
Yeah, yeah, cleaning up and tidying from
Yeah.
the last fight. And
Yeah.
whatever. All right, so who wants to do the honors here? You're the wrangler. Why don't you wrangle them all on out here?
Okay. And no thoughts, just beelining
Yeah.
at them cages to release the buggies.
Release the bugs. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that there are 6 holding cells. 2 of them have the beetles that we've already previously established. So we've got Rose and another beetle. And they're across from each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to roll I'll say a 2 every time to just open it, and have them not run away.
Okay.
Actually, 3.
Can I add Bug Whisper?
You can add whatever you'd like to add. The other thing that we can do is if you want to roll this all at one go, I'll just up it a little bit. So it'd be a 4.
You
do
said
all
there's
6.
like 6
There's
cages?
6
Yeah, let's do it in one. Because
Okay.
I don't trust our ability to roll 6 separate times.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my stunt Bug Whisper, which gives me +2 when dealing with bugs. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Okay. That is only a +1. Am I using a skill for this?
I'd use your mount skill.
Yeah, okay, so then that'll be a +4. And then could I use my last fate token to
Yeah.
do invert a hand again?
Yes,
Because this is
absolutely.
my job, damn it!
It is your job, damn it. I
Do you
love
want to add
that.
a +2 or roll again though?
I'm just gonna do +2. 'Cause
Yeah,
then that'll
okay. That
it'll
gets
meet it. and-
that gets you to 6.
yeah, we're great. It's fine.
And you're great. You've got 2 shifts to give you a
Yeah.
success. So.
The bugs can just feel the aura coming off of Brisket because they toddle up, not a thought in their head, and they're like, "Come on, babies, let's go and get you out of here!" And he just starts opening cages, just whipping it right open, and they're kind of like, "Oh, okay." Like, and they
Yeah.
start like creeping out, and they're
Yeah.
like, "This is fine."
Yep.
What a thing to behold.
This is a wrangler in their element.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brisket will specifically go to Rose.
Okay.
And be like, "Come on, old girl," and then like kind of get a like bit on her and stuff, and like walk her out over to 10.
Thank you.
I think this belongs to you.
she looks great.
Yeah. She
What
just-
did you do?
Well, okay, so she needed a little bit of stitching in her carapace, which is easy to do. It's
Yeah.
you know it happens, and then she was a little dry, so I did moisten her up some. She just needed a little medicine. She wasn't feeling the best.
Thank you.
Oh, it's just what I do, and I could tell you really care for her.
It's very sweet. Do you have anything that I could give her in case we part ways, and that way,
Oh, right,
you know,
and
if
then
she's getting dry?
their satchel, they'll just pull out bug supplies. Like, here's another jug of bug oil. I did already give one to 2 and Hack because they need it for their mounts, but she'll need it too, just not quite as much.
Okay.
Here's another thing of the polish for her, and then here, like, and just keep stacking shit in Ten's hands.
Okay.
And that should be about it.
That's wonderful. Okay. Does Rose still have her little bags on her, or not?
Ooh. If you spend a fate point, she does.
Okay, heard. I'm spending
Heard.
heard. Great. I'm gonna pop these little in there.
Yeah.
Great.
And they got the instructions on them and stuff, so it should be fine.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What are your plans for are you planning to stay here in Imagination with your
Oh, I gotta get back to
Mounts?
the ranch.
go back to the okay.
Yeah, I work at Gub Ranch. My family owns it. It's in the Farron Isles.
Okay.
Yeah, I was making a delivery when I ran into your friends here, and they helped me, find my missing bugs. But now we just freed all these new ones, and well, I mean,
Is there a Are any of them a maggot?
they're.
Oh, in the holding cells? No.
Dave never told me where the maggot was.
No, because you threw him down the stairs.
I didn't.
He got thrown down the stairs.
Collective
Is he
you.
still there?
He's still at the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah, you piece of shit. Where is it?
Where is it? No, I think Thimble took care of Dave. I know.
Like took care of it.
No, like a like in
Oh,
the,
like a take care.
like in the fanfic way.
Mhm,
Okay.
Okay. So,
And thank you for telling
Post
me.
your Dave and Thimble fanfic
Fanfic.
on the Discord.
Thank you for reminding me that I don't need Dave.
You don't need Dave.
Dave was never worth my time.
Yeah. No more tears, only mustache hairs.
Yeah, it was never worth my time. He didn't really care for me, not the way that Yorik does.
Your
my
mantis?
my mantis. Yeah, Yorik's a sweet baby. I love her.
Well, good.
I'll stick to my bugs for now, I guess.
Right. So,
Oh, well, I don't know how well trained any of these buggies are, but if you guys want Stinky and Pinky, you can have them.
No, not a bad idea.
I think Stinky and Pinky would be a good idea.
I mean, you've got Rose back. We have Winky and
Blinky, yeah.
Winky and Blinky. I kind of like the idea of everybody having a mount except for Broker, to be honest.
That'd be mean.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very nice. I thought he was your friend.
Well,
This is the second best idea you've had today.
We need another
Hack.
one.
I love it.
Okay.
At least one other one. You can pick which one.
Well, if you'd like another bug like Rose, that's Stinky. Stinky's a dung beetle.
Okay.
So, they don't love Stinky sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't tell him that though. He gets hurt easily.
Well, I think Stinky would be perfect for Broker if we are going to give him a mount.
Stinky's very sweet.
Oh, he's sweet, though?
He's very sweet. He just smells bad.
I say we do it anyway. I will defer to you, Hack.
That's if you want
For
another
today,
beetle.
I'll
let's
defer to you.
defer to two. Two seems to be the.
I got another beetle like Rose, or I got another worm like Winky.
Which one is faster?
Beetle.
Okay, let's do the beetle.
So you want Stinky? Oh, he's gonna love you guys.
Do want Stinky. We want Stinky.
Now, I do gotta tell you that specifically with dung beetles,
Yes.
it's important to make sure they have
Dung?
some dung. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like people think it's just the name. It's not. It's part of their exercise. They like to roll it up. I don't judge you, you don't judge me kind of a thing, but they do need dung, so make sure you keep some.
I'm sure Broker will carry around a supply of dung just for his beetle. He's very, very good with bugs.
Well, I actually have some. If you want to give this to him, it's just like a container.
Absolutely. 10. I imagine you probably would love to give it to him more than anyone.
I would love nothing more than to give this pile of shit to Broker.
It's dung.
Dung, excuse
Yes.
me,
Yeah.
dung.
I mean, it just,
Semantics.
Yes, that's the word. You're
Yeah.
so smart. You're all so smart. Are you okay, too?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, well, let's go get Stinky.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
here's what I'm gonna say. I love this. Great.
We thought you
lovely,
might.
Wonderful. I think that right now, because of where we're at, you take down the barrier from the outside. We can go in. We can go out.
Yeah.
Brisket has to head off in a different direction to get Stinky. So Brisket's gonna head off to go get Stinky, and then you agree on a meeting point.
Yeah, Stinky
Okay.
and Pinky are tied up somewhere.
Somewhere.
Gotta go get
We
them.
got to get through the section. It's a big section. It's a big area. So for now, the three of you will go back and regroup. Talk to Blink, check on No. Hopefully Broker comes back, kind of deal. So we'll see where we end up with Stinky. But the plan is to get you Stinky.
Okay.
And that's where I think I'm gonna put that little
Put a pin in it.
put a pin in it. And we're gonna come back to it. Okay.
I mean, you got the jar of dung, so.
So you do have that.
That's right.
The important part.
It's like Dev all over again.
Except we're not in a tummy this time. Okay. So this is where we're gonna end the show. Thank you for joining us again, Robin.
Yay!
Thanks for having me and
Yeah.
letting me be a silly goose.
Be a little guy. You know I love a silly little guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're not in our Discord server, now would be the time to pop in to see all of the great Brisket art that Robin has done.
And I will promptly be making art of Dave, that douchebag.
I can't wait to write fanfiction of their backstory. Okay. Thank you for watching Health Hits Experience. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching on the VOD, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I don't want to ever ignore our VOD watchers. You are the bread and butter of what gets us going, because if you watch it later, that means us doing it now means that people rewatch it later instead of just live. So I super appreciate it. Thank you so much. Music, sound effects provided by Sirenscape and Abby Kopic. Thank you to Brian Bowersox, Abby McCauley, and Molly Cook in the control room. I had all three of them today. Thank you, thank you. Mwah! And special thanks to Community Access Media for the use of their facilities and equipment, and once again, letting us in the building outside of their normal operating hours. I super appreciate it. That's how we can bring this show to you. So make sure that you support CAM in any way that you can, even if that's just supporting us. That supports them. And as always, thanks to you for watching. We will see you next week. Goodbye! Woohoo!